Greetings, one and all, to this week's episode of 10 o'clock. I'm pretty sure it's my intro, but we'll go with it anyway. I am your regular fumbling buffoon, Xeno, and this, to my more professional direction, is Murder Dr. Loz.
Greetings.
And we're here to talk to you about Warframe.
We're positive this week. We actually slept beforehand.
Sleeping is important.
Yeah, we didn't get enough of that. Yeah. We're positive. We've got positive vibes. Positive vibes.
Loz had a nap. I had a nap. I didn't mean to have a nap, but I did have a nap.
10 o'clock had a nap last week.
Yeah.
Yep. Everyone's had naps. Yep.
Wasn't intended. So first things first, we have Emblems. Boop. There you go. This week's Emblems. I kind of like yours more because of the simplicity. It's so easy to understand what it is.
What is yours?
And I like. Well, that's the problem, though, isn't it? It's like a skull.
Is it a skull?
Oh, if you can see like the eyes and the nose and the jaw a bit, like towards the center and down, but then you've got this weird halo thing, and you got this weird missing shape out of the skull.
Yeah.
It's like so.
Yeah,
I prefer yours
like
to
mine.
simplicity.
It's simplicity. In fact, mine was so good we thought it might be an unofficial thing.
Yeah, we did actually.
And if it is, please let us know.
But yeah, if you wish to win 75 platinum for your platform of choice, please go into the description below, and you'll find a link to the Google form for this week's questions, this week's polls. Just fill it in. You can see these emblems. You can choose which emblem you like. Just filling it in will automatically enter you for a chance to win 75 platinum for your platform choice. You got to make sure you spell your in-game name correct, because if I send on the names to DE and they come back to me and say we can't find this person, I will like, well, that platform doesn't get a winner. So because there's no way I can contact.
And then that platform's lost forever.
That platform is lost.
That platform?
Forevsies. That platform is gone.
PS5 just gone. Switch
PS5
out of here.
Gone. Yeah. Xbox. What's an Xbox? Never heard of it.
X what? More like X what?
And everyone will start playing Warframe on the Amiga. So the Commodore 64. The resurgence. Anyway, yes, the platinum. No one will receive the platinum. Right, so let's put the emblems away and let's get Dojo Dusting up. Right, so this was already announced because I had to get the names in. So we actually had some platinum winners. So we had for PC Anarchy with an 8. Yeah. PlayStation had Sir Lockalot 94, Xbox had Reteb Jafar, and Nintendo Switch had Shrike 613. So you guys should have already had your platinum from DE, but this and I announced it via the YouTube channel comments section. But yeah, unfortunately, due to technical tomfoolery, we genuinely tried to record, but there were so many issues. We thought, you know what, let's just take a break. So we skipped the week.
Yep.
So which also means that next week will be also a platinum giveaway. So instead of the odd numbers, it'll now be instead of the even numbers where they're announced, it'll be the odd numbers. Any other Dojo Dusting stuff to announce? I can't realistically think of anything. So should we jump into? Oh no, there is one. So one small minor addition to Dojo Dusting. We're going to start exploring more of concept stuff that players have come up with. One of today's topics is some of the very early concept stuff from the forums. This is just to change the pace of things with 10 o'clock.
No need to be official about it. Okay, so we were 2 weeks ago. I've even rewatched it while I was watching the comments. Thank you everyone who puts comments. Obviously, I read them all. There's lots of timestamps, and I watched some of my timestamps of what I was saying. And not only were we tired, but like, man,
salty.
We're super salty. And so, dev streams. I'm going to be honest. Dev streams are not what they used to be because Now I don't know why it is. Maybe Steve. Okay, leading up to the new war, Steve was pretty much gagged, and I can understand because he had to keep all the secret, all the big things. He didn't want to spoil stuff, right? I was hoping new year, new Warframe, back to the old school. Steve geeking out about all the amazing concepts he was going to bring us, and really selling us the game as he did.
Yeah.
Instead, it's like this tepid little updates. Now and then we get these dev streams instead of even. It used to be. Remember, it used to be every 2 weeks, and then it was going to be every month. Was it?
Yeah. So, and we're not even really hitting that.
Yeah.
And they've been really hushed. They've been really mum about the whole situation.
Yeah, and part of seriously, I remember it's almost 10 years ago now. About 9 years.
Yeah.
Been post 9 years. One of the things that sold to me is I was like, wow, this video game where I'm literally seeing on a fortnightly basis the developers are sitting down and having a chat with me. Like I'm like, wow, why don't more games do this? This is amazing. They're even taking comments. This is groundbreaking stuff. I here, take my money. I want to see more of these lovely people who are making this game they're so enthusiastic for. Instead, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a thing and Overguard and here's some new content and it's a bit of a subtle patch. We're gonna play with Void Sling a bit, I guess, with the thing.
The big thing is that it's been a long time like this. I've seen plenty of content creators turn around and say, like, I won't watch the dev streams anymore. And we did ask the community, do you guys want? I put it in with one of the graphs. Do you guys want us to continue covering the dev streams? And you all said, like, pretty much yes. So we're going to continue doing it, but to offset our salt, we're gonna have a little bit of sugar in the mix, which is going over the concept.
Well, we want that positivity back. We want that feeling that Warframe is a game that is going somewhere and will go anywhere. And so if we're not going to get sold this through dev streams, we're not just going to get all like, oh look, more topics about nullifiers. I know we haven't had to talk about nullifier in ages, but you know what I mean, long-term people.
Yeah.
So instead, we're like, right, we're going to change up on the topics, and it's not going to be a community discussion sort of thing. There's literally a whole section of the forum with like pages and pages and pages of people's concepts. We're going to do a concept and say, wow, would that be cool in the game? Maybe we could improve it. And it's like, it makes us feel positive, and we can bring something to it, and then we feel positive, and then I'm sure I'll read the comments and there'll be other people discussing, oh yeah, I like that bit, this bit better, and we're like, oh, and then we'll feel better because of that, and it'll all just increase this cycle of positivity of
what Loz said.
Amazing.
Increase that cycle of positivity.
Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here and whinge about. I'll tell you the take. If anyone watched it 2 weeks ago, was when I was describing about that second arcane slot. I was not a happy bunny. I'm gonna say.
You were not a happy bunny.
I was not a happy bunny. Right. So, should we move on to the war report?
Yeah, let's go to the war report. So, literally an hour before we started.
No. Before you do that, can I do one thing that was supposed to be on last week?
Yeah.
Because I did want to. So, just so everyone knows, it's Pride Month this month, because it's June. We were going to record this on just a few days into June, but I think it's up for the whole month of June. Log in, you can get a lovely colour picker. I mean, for like 1 credit or whatever. And there's also a glyph you can get and a decoration. So these are all unique things, only available probably for this year. The colour picker, I want to say, is amazing because, like, if you just start into the game now, you get your one strip. And you're like, hey, here's a free, massive, very varied color picker. What's to lose? So yeah, if you haven't logged in at all recently, do log in, get that color picker because it's just free colors. Free colors. Whoop-de-doo.
Yep.
That's great. So yeah, there's that. Just want to announce that for everyone.
What else? So an hour before we started recording this, there was the reveal or the tease at, what's it called? Summer Game Fest?
Yes.
Yeah, which so it's been teased. Hey, the next big thing for Warframe is the Deviri Paradox. So we know what Tenno Live's gonna be about. I mean, I don't know about you lot, but I kind of guessed that for a while. We also had the echoes of the Zeraman update come out last week, as of you guys watching this. And what else is there? TennoCom digital packs I think they may have gone out or something.
I think they're available. Yeah.
Yes. What? So you can. Hey, look. There is also a giveaway of. Are you right? There's also a giveaway of a TennoCon pack bundle on my Twitter. So, yep, go to my Twitter and there'll be like a pinned tweet of this. Loz is like, is there? How's it look at my Twitter? No, there isn't. No, it'll be there by the time this goes out.
Loz was trying to quickly bring a meme from last weekend. I was going to use this last week, but I decided not to have it because it's now been announced. So, what could possibly they reveal during this event? I'm sure they've already have plans for TennoCon. TennoCon, July 16th, every channel. Yeah. Digital Exchange, we're playing Game Fest, June 9th. What? There you go.
Yep. There you go. Right. Okay. So I think that's it for. I don't know if there's anything else.
No, I think that's it. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a bit of a radio silence from DE now as we, get ever closer to TennoCon.
Let's just have a quick check. Right. Let me just check. I'll check the website. So TennoCon teaser packs. Yep, packs are up. You can buy packs. Merch pack is up with t-shirt, lanyard, pin. Yep, digital and merch bundle and a digital pack. I won't say the prices because they're in American and not everyone's obviously gonna. But
is it bad that my reaction to this is, oh look, another merch bundle for my mum to ruin the t-shirt of?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Yeah, it does sound about right.
Yep. And then there's free in-game rewards, apparently. Oh, that's just for Twitch stuff. And then I think if you watch Twitch Prime, you'll get Titania Prime, some War Fans, a Sugatra, and a cosmetic helmet?
Hood.
Yeah,
for your operator / drifter.
Yes.
And that's for watching TennoCon.
Yep. So, that's it for the war report of this week. Let us go back. So, obviously, radio silence till 10. When's TennoCon again?
Literally, I was just looking. Is it the 16th? 16th of July.
16th of July? Okay, well, save the date, everyone. Save the date. So, let us move this on towards our next thing, which is topics. So, topic 1.
Cool. So, topic 1 is... Warframe has no endgame. I spent 2,000 hours on it and I have nothing to do. And then topic 2 is the Warframe Grineer Titan.
Yeah.
Right? So
that's our concepts of the week we'll look at. We will see how it goes. Maybe next week we'll do 2 topics and a concept. Maybe we'll do 1 topic and 2 concepts. We'll see how it,
We'll see how it goes. Yeah. But right, so the first topic is Warframe has no endgame. I spent 2,000 hours on it, and I have nothing to do. Before you do a mission, right? Hold fire before you do a mission.
Holding fire.
Go to your profile, right?
Okay.
So, maybe you finished the game. A free-ass game gave you 2,000 hours of content. It's okay to be finished with Warframe and come back to check out updates. It's not a huge gameplay flaw. They could add more mechanical content like Eidolons, and that would be great. But I'm tired of people who have done everything in this game to complain about being given 2K hours for a free game, right? Can you go to your stats and tell us how many hours you've got?
2,000.
2,000.
Yeah, I'm sure people have got more. I mean, I'm not. I did play a load at the start, but then afterwards
you played so much.
Really on. But yeah, what's this person played? So they say they've played what?
Oh no, so
I've done. So they've done 2,000. I've done 2,000. Equal footing.
Yeah.
Yay!
Right. So this person is saying that they are sick of people complaining that they have nothing to do for a game that is giving them 2,000 hours worth of content. Right? So they are on the side of DE. Yeah? You also have 2,000 hours. If you go to my profile,
Yeah.
what's my stats?
Let's do that.
Oh. I was like, how do I do that?
I can do that because I can also do this.
There we go. That's is that 3?
Where's missions played? 34, yeah.
So he's played 3 hours.
No, he's played 6 hours. 7 hours.
I can't read it because it's quite.
Oh, 7 hours. 7 hours. But it's like 34 missions or something, which is like I've got this saved somewhere. I don't think he's played since like September or something. I take print screens of this every now and then. I'm not taking points. No, sorry. Anyway.
Anyway, let's check me on the other hand. Let's go check a profile, and he goes checks on wrong one. Right?
What I did it wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional.
Why is that my operator? That should be my drifter. Whatever, don't care. Go to stats.
Yeah.
Right, how many hours?
3,000 hours.
There you go, 3,000 hours. So, yeah, and like, there is a lot to
that
do
makes
with
you
it.
like 50% better than him or them. Yeah. So you got like.
And you.
Not me. You're like 50% better than me.
Yeah.
Better than me. 50%.
Because that's how that works.
That's how that works. Like the number of hours is like directly representative to like worth of game.
Maybe I'm 50% more lonely than you. Anyway, the point is, yeah, like there are so many other games out there that don't have nearly as much content to them as Warframe, and yet people like they put in like maybe 100 or so hours, and that's it.
Yeah.
Right. And yet Warframe has thousands of hours worth of content. I don't really get why. I feel that the majority of the complaints realistically come from a place of love. They love the game and they want to see more.
I always follow. I think I said this recently on Campicast. If you're interested in anime, go check out Campicast. But the Final Fantasy XIV response to how to when they completely redid the game and they did a sort of a interview presentation sort of thing of everything they learned when they reassessed themselves over that year and how to redo the game.
Yeah.
And they said, well, why are people complaining? People who don't care. Like think of an MMO. I know Warframe's not an MMO. It's still an online game with a persistent people playing it. Think of the people playing it as people living in a city. If people don't like the city, they won't just complain. They'll just leave. They'll just move.
Yes.
Somewhere else.
Yes.
They won't say anything. They'll just be like, oh, I can't live here, and just move. People who complain, for the most part, it's because they care about where they're living and they want it to be better. So don't just dismiss them. Think about what people are saying and why, and have a think. Yeah. So I do think this comes from a good place. Like most of it does. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I mean, nothing forces anyone to play Warframe 24/7. Nothing makes people, play until their fingers bleed. You can do anything else. You can go play anything else. You could go play V Rising. You could go play Elden Ring. You could go play Loz. What else have you been playing recently?
Diablo Immortal.
No, you can't play that one.
Why not?
We're not promoting that one. You could go play Diablo 3.
Yeah.
Right?
You could go play. You could not play a gacha simulator, a money draining simulation. Actually, go play a game called Diablo 3, unlike Diablo Immortal, which is not a game. Yeah.
No,
we're topical.
Yeah, and you can come back to Warframe later. You don't have to play it 24/7.
Yep.
But there is this attitude of I've done everything, thus, I want more stuff to do.
Yeah. I do, but let's, as we said, right, that they're coming from what. So if it's just I want more stuff to do and they've been doing stuff, that's like what. So why is it this person is complaining though?
So this person, the original post is complaining, saying that they want they're sick of people complaining.
Are they? Oh, okay. Well, maybe you finished the game.
Yes.
A 3 hours game gave you 2 hours of content. It's okay to be finished Warframe. Come back, check out our days. Not a huge game before. They could add more mechanical content like Eidolons, and that'd be great. But I'm tired of people who've done everything in this game to complain about it. Given 2,000 hours of free game. Okay, yes, the person's complaining about it. Yeah. I see. It's people complaining about people complaining.
Yes.
Okay, but yeah, so he's not actually appreciating though why people are complaining. If people want to complain, that's fine. If people want to complain about people complaining, that's also fine. I never want to take away people's speech. That's good, right? It's good to say that. But I think there is something in the complaints of people.
Are you going to head to the exit?
Oh, sorry, I was having too much fun thinking. I need Nova. I don't know why. I need to sacrifice Nova. But yeah, so I think there is something in why people complain that this person is dismissing. You know, the people who, if they play 2,000 hours, which is another thing, they're not just complaining about where they live. They clearly do like where they live, and they put a lot of into it. And yet they're complaining.
I think part of the problem that a lot of complaints we certainly see, which has actually driven us to look for the concept stuff, is that a lot of the complaints from the community, especially recently, they're complaining about something, but they're not providing alternatives. They're not suggesting, oh, you should change it to this, you should change this to that. They're just like, I don't like, for example, the huge debacle over the Xmas changes, you can no longer see stuff. Everyone's complaining about that, but no one is considering, well, what is a viable alternative? People who've complaining, like, hell, people said that crap, we said it before. Crap, what are they called? Noxes are a better alternative to how to make challenging content for enemies. I'm like, I completely disagree. Noxes are just, instead of paper people, they're cardboard people. Right? They're Nox, you know, the Nox, Grineer Noxes.
Yeah.
So instead of being paper people, which is the famous Drax line from Guardians of the Galaxy 1, they're cardboard people. They're still easy to kick their ass, but they're slightly, ever so slightly tougher. Require a little bit more energy to tear. Right? Yeah. But the Xmas units, you have to be a lot more tactical with.
Yeah.
But, you know. So, and then there was the whole comment about the watermelons and the oranges, and God knows what Pablo was on then.
But
I really respect him, but like, what was he talking about?
Oh yeah, I didn't. I think I was near catatonic at that point because that's how little it was inspiring me. But yeah, I just don't get that whole thing about oranges. Maybe with it in your demonstration. But what was I going to say? What were you just talking about before you distracted me with Pablo oranges?
People not actually providing suggestions to how to resolve something. Or we're going on about the whole Nox thing, and it turns out that the Noxes aren't as great as people believed.
What was I going to say? I can't remember.
We'll never know.
No, I need to remember. I was distracted by your oranges and Pablo, and then Hotfix deploying, and me doing this mission solo and things. It was going to be a really good point.
Was it about DE or was it about the community?
No, I think it was about concepts. Oh, yes, that's it. Yeah, so that's exactly what I was saying. Right, so you were saying about people not giving the Xmas one, and about people complaining about the lack of CC and saying it was bad, and then people don't give an alternative, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you want to come up with a complaint, right, try and think of what would be the talking points against your point in the first place. And my first one would be like, okay, so if you're not going to make them CC immune, how do we make them stand out? How do we make them different? How do we make them challenging? And by doing that, you know, thinking of what are people going to do to fight back against your question if you were in a debate for it, you'll especially this one example. I think this one's great because you'd go, right, okay, so they were, well, I don't like that they're CC immune, so I should make them CCable, right? Okay, so what happened? What that means that they'll just get blinded and lifted up in the air by Bastiles and rooted to the ground and everything. So how are they a challenge? And by following these kind of lines of logic, and then like maybe some person who does not like the fact that CC might come up with some new method of saying, well, so if they're not immune to CC, what happens though is for every second that they're CC'd, they gain a damage buff. So though you can CC them, if you don't deal with them while you're CCing them quickly, then they'll do nasty stuff to you. You know, at least that literally just came off my head. I know it's not a brilliant idea, but at least it's something. You know, it's like, it's an alternative. Yeah. So it's a kind of thing. You can CC them, but if you just recklessly CC them without thinking and don't deal with them, then it's going to be a negative to you, you know? See, there we go.
Yeah, even with that idea, we could turn around and say, like, okay, so there you have the argument of making it so that CC is effectively a necessity, right?
Yeah.
But people are complaining that CC warframes are no longer viable because, you know, so you have to take damage, and now we've just done the inverse. You know, we've said that you have to have a CC warframe, otherwise you can't keep these things down. So, you know, it's going back and forth. But then you have so it's important to be able to, I suppose, play the argument out in your head.
Yes,
Maybe
yes,
too strong debate, but regardless. And did you just? Sorry, I'm a bit dumbfounded. You actually, did you just break it? No, I think another one will spawn.
Yeah, another one will spawn, but yeah. If it just...
Okay. So you have to. No.
I gotta get it in the hole.
Yeah, but you have to get it out and arm it first.
Oh, you can't just let it drop down the hole.
Apparently not.
Oh,
anyway,
that's kind of stupid.
Anyway, right? Well, let it come out first.
That's cheating.
This is hilarious. If people aren't watching, you should watch. He's trying to fight the raptor, but the third raptor keeps on going back into the turbine or whatever.
There we go.
Now you can shoot it.
Oh, he was going back. You could see it. He was trying.
Yeah,
he was trying.
Anyway, so it's important to be able to realize the back and forth in the design, right? In the debate, right? And again, like, you know, I wouldn't want to see both the necessity for non-CC and the necessity for CC in the same space, right? Because then the problem is that you can't bring both. You'd have to bring a warframe that can do both, but then that just makes it an even smaller niche subset of warframes you can take. So there's lots of backwards and forth. The worst argument that you can have, though, is I'm not a game designer. That's not my problem to solve. No, you are the client. You are the consumer.
That's an excuse not to think.
Exactly, right? I don't like these can of beans. You need to make these can of beans better, right? Well, what's wrong with the can of beans? No, it's not my problem to do your job, right? Like, I'm not being paid to do your job. You solve the problem, right? Well, is it the taste? Oh, I wouldn't know. They're awful. So, you know, I fix them, right? And it all turns out to be is the fact that there's no pull ring and they don't have a can opener, right? You know, it's like you have to give feedback.
Yeah,
I can't open them without a can opener. Go on.
We're gonna need to pause.
Oh, sure. Shit. Sorry.
Okay, hang on. Pause. There we go. We're back.
Yeah, updated the game. Right. So I am gonna suggest maybe we go into the replies. Do you think there's more to explore here?
Let's actually debate the fact about the end game.
Sure. Okay.
Because we have Deviri. And there's a thing. The reason why is because you made a comment that you liked about Deviri before we started recording.
Yeah, off recording. So before recording. So one of the things that I like about Deviri is the fact that in the teaser that they released on Thursday, the 9th of June, is the fact that you can see the Zariman, so the skybox. As you can see the Zariman in the skybox, and they've changed the camera angle and everything, so it's very distinctly the Zariman because you've seen it from that camera angle, and I would argue from that point alone that this could be introduced at the end of the star chart as opposed to the beginning of the star chart. And that's one of the things that I've struggled with the most when it comes to the open world stuff. It's always at the damn beginning of the game, right? Whereas now they could actually do maybe like really hard enemies to fight and things like that because it's at the end.
Yes. One of the
So
biggest things we all I still haven't found it. I do need to go find it. That Steve said, I do remember him saying it on a dev stream, was that they wanted Plains of Eidolon, which is where I think this is where they made a mistake. They wanted to, they were advertising this big new open world thing, and they wanted people to see that thing and then be able to access it very quickly.
yeah.
I think that was one of the biggest mistakes they ever made, because intention very good. Like, I can understand. Like, what was the goal? It's like they didn't want to advertise new players, and players have to take time to get there. But then they didn't then think, right, well, how are we gonna safely slot this in? Instead, because I remember when that came in years ago, and I used to back then I did still get a few more people into Warframe, and it confused the hell out of them because it's basically a gameplay dead end. And you're just introduced to it so that you get to see this open world, but there's nothing really to do. There's no structure, and the whole point of it with the nighttime of the Eidolons, you can't even access. And it's not like there's a lot of weapon. I don't even know if you can make the Warframe. It's not like that they made getting, what was it at the time? It was not
Gara.
Was it Gara? I was going to say, Garuda. That's what I was thinking. No, it's Gara.
Yeah, it's Gara.
It wasn't like getting Gara was really easy and quick, and so new players would be able to start building Gara within.
I don't think you can, because I think you need parts from the rest of the star chart.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, so that wasn't the intention, like to get people into the game, get their second frame building, and then they move on. But I think you could do the Gara quest, and that was it. And it's like, okay, but do I keep going onto the plains? Do I keep doing these bounties? But you know that you need to get the players to go back to going and doing the star chart. But there was nothing to breadcrumb them back out, or when they needed to breadcrumb back in.
So the majority of the resources are from the plains, with the exclusion of Rubido, circuits, neurodes, morphics, and an Orican cell. Right. So
would those be? I think neurodes is Earth. Morphic sounds Earth.
Rubido sounds Earth.
Yeah, and circuits sounds Venus.
Actually, to be
Ferrite.
fair, farming locations, or these might just be recommended. It's a little hard to tell because if you go to Rubido, it just says 2 missions on Phobos, 1 Grineer, 1 Corpus, and it's like that doesn't sound right. I think those are just the optimum locations. Oh, hold on. So sorry, it's Phobos. So we've got Earth. Earth's on with Rubido. Let's have a look at circuits. No, go away. Circuits are Venus, Ceres, and the Kuva Fortress. So you'd have to go to Venus for that. Then we've got Morphics, which I think
I'm not saying it's far, but it is still a lot for a new player to understand.
Yeah, Mercury, Mars.
I would have forgiven it if it was the plains plus Earth. That would have at least made sense. Because it's like you have to do a mission or two before you get to so that would have made sense to me. It's like, oh no, that's a reason to go to Venus. Like, no, that's just too complicated for the starting player.
But that's an implied thing, not a directed thing.
Yeah.
You have to explicitly tell someone where to go. Like, tell Loz how to leave the tile. Just keep going up.
How Loz leave tile? Up here? No, you're wrong.
Yeah,
It's up here, right? But when
yeah.
you're
Keep going up.
here, you're like, oh, how I go up? Oh, you have to blow up that barrel. There we go.
I was like, can you shoot that barrel?
That's good
Turns out
game
you
design.
can.
That's fair game design. I saw a barrel, I shot it. You know, it's good. It's good.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. Red
Like,
things are explosive. The end. Right. Okay. So what?
so
You're talking
yes,
about Endgame.
we
Right.
were
We're
talking
talking
about
about
game.
Endgame. So
So
in the
it is
game,
good that this is now actually put. That's sorry. That whole slight spiel about Plays of Eidolon, I know it's like it was silly, but that's
Mhm.
when they started doing things. So now we're getting what's clearly going to be an open world, but this is
Yeah.
hopefully being saved to the end. This is like you have to
Well,
aspire to this. This is going to be difficult.
we
I do hope you have to have your operator. Like my operator ain't got no arcanes, and I hope it's like, oh, what, you ain't got arcanes? Go back to the
go back
Zariman,
and get
son.
them.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I want.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want the game to kick me in the ghoulies and like, ah, look at you, haven't done all your farming. Go get it done. I'll be like, okay, game, I'll do as you say. You know, I want the game to hand it to me and then be like, okay, yeah.
This is where I inspire anyone to make a clip of Loz saying, "I want the game to kick me in the
Not
ghoulies."
the game to keep me in the ghoulies. Well, it did. No, that's the thing. I know I go back to it, but that's
Yes,
the feeling the game used to give me at the start. I remember when the second mission me and Xeno ever played. We did one with our
Oh,
friend,
God.
and then it was like maybe we did one or two with our friend, and then with
Yeah.
our friend Mastius, and then he was like, "Oh, I've got to go, guys. You're on your own." And I do remember him having an Orthos with the flame mod in, and it was like, "Oh my god, he's got a flaming double-ended spear. It's amazing. Will we ever reach these dramatic heights?" And then
Yeah.
it's like we're like, okay, we're gonna go have a game. I think you using your Loki, I was using Excalibur, and we're like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, we got to pick up these lunchboxes. This game's so fun. Heavy Gunner opens the door. We are hiding behind a box.
Yeah. Yeah. We failed that mission.
Yeah, I love
And I
that.
think
I love that
I
so
do
much.
hope with what's the name of the game? Elden Ring. I hope that Elden Ring inspires DE to go, right, it's all right to be punishing. It's, it is accepted by the game community that something can be hard and they can go fuck off and learn how to do it.
Yeah.
Right. And again, I hope that. I hope that for Planes of Devere is like, oh my god, I can't outrun this giant space worm. I need to get a horse.
I would like to. Do you know? I'd be interested to know. Elden Ring's been out for a while now, yeah.
Yeah.
Steam. What's the Steam achievement rate of people who play Elden Ring that get the killing the last boss of the game? I don't mean like
Oh
all the
god, I
secrets.
don't
I just
even know if
mean
I can see that.
there'll be a way to see it. I'll probably look for it in a sec. But
No, but they've hidden like a lot of the achievements. So like, if you don't have the achievements, like it won't tell you what it
oh no,
is.
but there's like overachiever websites that record this kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'd be like to, because my point is, when they're making a FromSoft game, the development team must go. We know the majority of people who buy our game are not going to finish this game.
Probably.
And they probably think, okay, well, most of the people who buy a game are not going to see this end boss. They might watch it on YouTube or something, but they're not. Not every player is going to get to finish this game. They're not going to get to fight all the fights that we build. They're building content for them, and yet they still make a super polished game with that in their mind. They don't just stop and go, okay, this is the difficulty, or we've got to get everyone to the, we've got to carry every player to the end of the game to get all the experience that we're designing for them. They go, no, not everyone's going to do this.
You may hate me for saying this. I would argue super polished.
What would you?
I wouldn't say like all the boss fights and things are super polished.
That's fine. No, that's
okay. You can still hit a significant number of RNG moments that is like fuck. Because for example, when Nazeth and I were doing one boss specifically, when we did it for him, it was easy as shit, right? But when we did it for me, we started seeing moves that just RNG. They've already cleared the room, Loz.
Oh.
So when
I feel
we
like
did
an
it for
old
me,
man.
well, why don't you were playing solo before? Why don't you go back to solo?
No, I like being put in my place by other players as well.
Fair. So when we were playing it for me, we started seeing attacks that we never saw for him. So RNG basically like, oh yeah, we managed to kill the thing fast enough that the enemy couldn't do anything about it. But when it was like my turn, RNG is like, oh yeah, I had this other attack up my sleeve that you never saw last time. Time to get your ass handed to you. Yeah. So there are a lot of
I
RNG
think that's
moments.
a positive.
Would you?
Yes,
I
because instead
wanna.
of just
No,
the
no, yeah,
boss,
that's fine, that's fine. But I'm arguing against the whole polished thing,
that's
right?
that sounds more polished. That sounds like more polished to me.
You think RNG is more polished?
Yes, if there's a boss that's
Yeah.
if bosses don't always display all their attacks all the time or do it based on certain situations, so it feels
Yeah.
more like an organic experience rather than boss swings from left arm 3 times, boss swings from right arm 3 times, boss does 3 overhead slashes, boss expose vulnerable point, shoot, repeat. That's how most bosses are designed. Instead of it's like, oh yeah, but sometimes it might not lift its tail and jab multiple times over the top. It can only do it at certain angles of the room, so you have to be standing in a certain angle when it does it, and because otherwise it'll get stuck. So it's really hard to do it. You know, that sounds pretty cool to me.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
So here's a random question to you.
It's a random question to you.
24-hour Elden Ring stream?
What?
Me, like when I move,
Yeah.
me, you, Nazeth, 24-hour Elden Ring stream.
You know, I don't
Character
even
stream.
know how to play these games, but sure.
Well, this is the first one I played.
Oh, okay. Well, I did play a
Yeah.
little bit of Dark Souls 1, but not very much. Yeah, sure. But also, you still owe.
Yeah, I know. We'll do the Devere. It's like
Well, we can do
demo
them once you
and-
move. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. But the whole point is like, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Something
Yeah.
to
Something
look
new.
forward to.
Something new. Yeah, I'll give it a go. I just an example. I know. This is Mauler, for instance. If anyone knows Mauler, who does actually, I think he's a wonderful guy. He was talking to people. They were like, you know, are you going to finish this game? And they went, oh well, I'll try my best to get this far. What about you, Mauler? I went, no, I'm finishing this game. I'm not stopping until this game is finished. You know, okay, he does stop, but you know, he won't just give up on the game. He's like, no, I'm going to kill every boss. Like, oh wow, that's some commitment there. Yeah, but so yeah, what we can base it. Yeah, so hopefully back to Plains of Veri. I like what you're saying, that they can maybe they take the page from the way FromSoft design a game and they go, well, this is at the end of the solar system. Not everyone's already going to get this far. We can be punishing. We can expect more from our players. We don't just have to put this content in simply to be experienced, consumed, and moved on from. This is going to be a challenge. This is going to be restrictive. You might have to go and watch stuff on YouTube just to experience it, because not everyone's going to get to do it all. I think that'd be great.
There's something I want to
last point, and this is from an idiot myself who is going to be one of those people who probably won't be able to do it because I ain't good. So,
can we pause for a brief moment?
Okay, pause. Resumed.
Cool. Right.
So,
sorry, I wanted to get a quick screenshot.
I just found two websites, one Steam Hunters and one TrueAchievements.com. On Steam Hunters, it only tracked 1,388 people, but only 25% got attained all achievements, and about 30%, no, 40%, I assume, achieved the Elden Lord ending. I assume that's the main ending or the first ending. 42% got that. On True Achievements, which tracked a lot more people, this one tracked 97,000 people. About, what is that? 24,000, so that's about 25% got that achievement for. Oh, is that? Oh, no, that's the ending secret. Okay, ending secret. Oh, the ending sequence. Okay, about 30% of people finish the game. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I wish I could just go like, hey, look, let's have a look. If I had completed the game, I could. Like, can I even tell you how many? No, they're not even saying how many people have. Oh. They're not even saying how many people have completed each achievement. That's they're even hiding those numbers. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but that's why there's these tracker websites that try and track people. There you go.
Cool. So I wanted to bring up something that I this is high hopes, Loz. I have such high hopes for this real thing. Right. real small thing. Go to community shoutout number 12. Right, so this is a still from the teaser, right? There is one element in this I really want to highlight. Do you know what that is?
His haircut.
No.
Oh.
He's wielding a pistol.
Is he?
While on a mount, yes.
Okay.
His pistol's in his hand, right? I am hoping this could mean mount-based combat, where you have maybe a boss or something, and you have to fight it while mounted. I'd be really fucking down for this.
Could be.
So, because again, horrible comparison to make. In Elden Ring, there are bosses that you are better off fighting on a mount than doing it, feet firmly planted on the floor.
Yeah.
So, and maybe this could be translated to Arcwing. Pipe dream. So, yeah. Do you want to turn that off?
I will. There we go.
Cool.
Have I lost topic 1? I've lost topic 1, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
There we go.
Right, should we go to the replies?
Yeah, let's go to replies.
Do it.
Okay. So, kind of where I'm at, completely finished. I don't play Warframe that often anymore, and just come back for updates that add items to the game. Been playing since 2013. I got to the point where I had everything in 2016. Since then, I just get everything in a new update and have fun / level with that.
Yeah. I mean, I also wouldn't blame people that go like, oh, I'm going to leave it for a year and I'll come back.
Yeah.
So I think the problem is that DE have been focused. Like, I do kind of feel this is a problem. Is that DE have been focusing so heavily on bringing us new stuff at the start of the star chart, making it relatively easy to obtain, than towards the end of the star chart where they could add in gameplay elements to it as well. Yeah, again, during the dev stream they brought up the whole quick teleport pad between the oh god, that bright white Gauss.
It's Matogi's Gauss.
Yeah. Anyway, so
fine. Fire Warrior Gauss.
What is it with you with really bright colors?
Random. There you go. Happy now?
I regret everything I have said thus far.
Good.
Anyway, so yeah, I feel that hopefully they can bring in more to do with the stuff as well as more stuff. So here's hoping. Right,
it is hoping.
Next one.
I'm absolutely happy there's no end game still, which is false. There's definitely things for you to do and infinitely test your loadouts, and there's lots of difference between someone who has 80+ weapons with full formal builds on all meta weapons and all warframes, and someone who's just hearing Vor meme.
Here's another part.
People struggle with Steel Path. It's not endgame, but it's pretty much straight up New Game Plus.
I agree with that last sentence. The only issue is that there's no incentive to do the New Game Plus, right? Doing Steel Path, it's super easy to get people to play with on the alert missions, but trying to get people on just the rest of the regular star chart, it's just not going to happen. Yeah.
If you want If you want to see everything that Warframe has to offer, you're in for a long ride, but the game isn't really set up to allow for or reward excessive investment into specific setups. Getting a top tier build for any given frame takes maybe a few hours of forming, assuming you have already gone through the one-time grind of acquiring necessary mods and arcanes and have a potato handy, etc. And after that, you'll be on equal footing with someone who has been maining that frame since the day it was released.
Yeah, that's pretty damn true. The other side of it is that, what is not everyone's going to get the same value of making builds for every Warframe. I don't like every Warframe. I'm not going to make builds for every Warframe. There's no value in it for me. But there are, some people that do like that sort of stuff. So, it's difficult to put the same expectations of a goal on everyone, and it yeah, I mean, some people might like I've gone to no rush to sort out my operator arcanes or anything like that. It's just not appealed to me. But to some people it might be like, oh, this is the best shit ever, if you say so. But it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
So, next one, last one.
Oh, let me just park this somewhere stupid. I'll do. Right. Next one. I stopped playing for a year and came back, and there was a whole ass new war waiting for me. Once I finish all the current stuff, I'll probably swap back to some other addiction. Then another year, I'll be back at Warframe. It's okay to play other games.
Yeah, that's very true. It is okay to play other games.
It is definitely okay to play other games.
Especially V Rising.
V Rising is a good game.
It's a very good game. Okay, cool. Well, that's it for topic 1. Should we move over to our first of the Warframe concepts?
Yay! Topics. Topic 2. There we go. I don't know what's happening here. There you go.
Right. So this was a post originally made in.
Just gonna check. Have you got the image?
I can get it on there. Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a second. This post was originally made December 28th. 28th of December 2013. So this is before Arkwing. This is before Eidolon. This is before all of that stuff, right? And I'm going to quickly. Did I close that stupid thing? I did close that stupid thing, like a stupid person. Don't be stupid, kids.
Yep. Yep. Don't be stupid.
Very important.
Don't be stupid. They'd push terminals and drop parts of space stations.
It's on number 12 again.
Number 12.
Yep. That's what? There it is. I assumed it was still uploading. Right. Okay. So this is a basically it's a Titan. This is what they're classifying as Warframe Grineer Titan, and they go through and they list out like loads of different elements to it, loads of different weaknesses and stuff. So I was going to go through this, and a lot of it they've seemed to have like made up themselves, kind of thing. But still, this I feel in today I think would fit quite well within Warframe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my understanding was that this is one dude, right? It has auto cannons. For a start, the Titan carries 6 Kraken-size auto cannons that deal exclusively high damage through a slow yet powerful volley of bullets. Best to keep away from the front. They are seen by the 2 large hands for the Titan fingers. All right. So the Hellion rocket pods, a decent addition, as it's at the top. Sorry. A decent addition is added at the top to keep the weapons flowing and not get outgunned by any circumstance. They come in pairs, though is habitually used in long range combat. I don't know why they're saying habitually. I mean, are they trying to say exclusively used in long range combat?
I think they mean, yeah.
Right.
Habitually as in means to be habitful. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So strengths easily take down idling enemies up to medium range, no effect at long range. Rocket pods force players to get in cover. Constant energy shield to the rear, like Vor's shield. So I assume you can't hit it from the back. Knockdown immunity. He's a tank. Large enough that foot slams can push people back or at least hurt them badly. High armor, damage reduction, so on and so forth. Weaknesses: key on his head, powering energy shield, is pretty vulnerable. Very slow movement. At most a walking pace. Very slow walking. Guns and missile racks are viable targets, so you can destroy its weapons. Similar elements, weaknesses to other Grineer heavies.
Okay.
So I like this a lot, and this was supposed to be effectively a unit that walked around the environment.
How big are we talking? Did we say how big it was?
There was no scale that worked with this, but considering it was originally done in 2013, right? Eidolon didn't exist at this point, so
Yeah.
it still need to get through all the doors and everything.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a big dude, but not like probably. Oh god, what's the name of the damn things? We pilot them. Necromax. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. That's what I was expecting. Personally,
yeah.
Right. If I was to change this, I would make this the Grineer's answer to Eidolons. Right. These are designed to deploy in open worlds, and they are big mobile weapons platforms. You could even find maybe other Grineer running around on them.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure, like, hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. The Warhammer 40k Titans, though much, much bigger in scale compared to an Eidolon, they have like catwalks and things for people to walk around on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
exactly.
The biggest ones can deploy armies from their legs.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is if this thing is big enough to have Grineer, like maybe outposts or the ramparts like on its surface, that would be pretty damn cool.
Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah.
I like
yeah. I remember there was one time on one stream, I remember I'm not sure if it was prime time or if it was a dev stream, when they went on the plains and they spawned Arachnoids to fight the Eidolons.
Really?
Do you not remember that?
No, not really.
Yeah. It didn't work really because like they weren't meant to interact. The Arachnoids weren't meant to really walk around on the plains, but they wanted to show it for like size and scale. It was just fun, but I like what you said there about it would be the Grineer's answer to. Because that would be good. That would be showing that they are considering that sort of thing. Well, how do we deal with these giant Eidolons? Even though that they don't need to because the Sinians never went anywhere. Don't be bitter, Loz. Don't be bitter. But yeah, I like that concept. So something that's big, it's intimidating, has a presence, and you have to deal with. Yeah, you can't just shoot it. You have to.
Yeah. I would like it if effectively the shield to the back side of this thing, it's on the top of it, and you can't see it from the ground. You have to arc wing up to get above it to shoot the vulnerable weak spot to bring down its shield. Yeah. So again, giving purpose for Arcwing Become. And again, you can get like SAM sites or something. SAM being surface to air missile to on it. So like, oh yeah, we're gonna shoot those those pesky Arcwings out and things like. And again, you can maybe fight those because they talk. I love again the vulnerability in the weapons. You can destroy the weapons on the thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that. So yeah, you approach it with Arcwings, and it doesn't just. This is how you use Arcwings in a boss fight. So you go, okay, yeah, there are phases where it doesn't just knock you off your Arcwing in 2 seconds.
Yes.
But then it, out of its shoulders, it will load anti-air missiles. So right, we're gonna have to, before we can get back in our Arcwings, we now have to deal with this phase, which will knock us out of our Arcwings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. So I really like the idea of this. And I like the idea that maybe the Grineer could just drop these from orbit. And you see them on Deimos, you see them on the Orvalis. They're just wandering around. And maybe like especially the planes, I think the important thing is you see them fight each other. Like just on occasion, if the players aren't interacting necessarily with the Eidolon, if it's been like 25 minutes, I think the day night cycle, the night part of it is like 30 minutes on the planes. So if it's been 25 minutes, maybe right they could cross paths and they fight each other, right? I think that would be good.
Yeah, I like that concept. I love the idea of fighting Corpus on the plains and Grineer on Venus.
Yeah.
I remember back in the days of Gravidius Dilemma, and one thing that made it so exciting, and I'll never forget how excited I was at the time. I know now people weren't like, "What are you talking about, Loz? You just weird idiot." But the Corpus defense tile, the one that's
The dam.
no, there's the big square dam, but then there's the other
Yeah.
one, which is just a
Ubin's lab.
No, it's an outside one, but it's the same age as that one.
Oh, the small out. Yeah, the outpost.
There is like a frozen river, I think, or a frozen waterfall or something on that tile.
So there's got like an underneath bit. There's like a platform that can have the cryopod, and then you can also have the cryopod
down in like a little
down
ravine,
the trenches sort of thing.
Yeah. I remember doing that mission and being like, I'm fighting Grineer.
Why don't you teleport back?
Because I've forgotten I could do that. I'm too busy with my story. And what the hell is doing that to me? I can't teleport back?
Oh, maybe you're not high enough in what's got intrinsics. Maybe it's in gunnery and you have to get your gunnery higher.
No, I've got that skill.
Maybe you're bad at it.
Where's my ship?
You can't find your ship.
There's my ship. Just come here, you.
Okay.
There we go. Right, back on my ship. Okay, yeah, but no, I remember getting to fight Grineer on that tile set, and just like it just blew my mind because it's like you're so used to just the similarity of fighting just Corpus units on that, and that's it. That it was just like, whoa, I'm like fighting, like the faction has invaded this area. It feels so different, so unique, so dynamic.
Should we turn off the
Yeah, you can turn it off.
Yeah.
I was going to suggest actually for the concepts, what you should do is while you're reading out the concept and describing it.
You're the one that turns off the image.
Well, yeah, but you've got to tell me when.
Now.
Oh, it's gone. Oh, but that clears the topic.
Oh, I didn't notice that. We'll look into that later. That's fine.
That's interesting. Can put that back up. That's what was doing it. I wondered. I didn't actually clear the topic. There we go. Yeah, so we'll do it in the future. If there's an art piece, we'll pop it up. Because I do like showing art pieces sooner, but we'll get rid of that when we're discussing. So yeah, I like the concept of this being a larger than life thing. I like it that it's it's an evolution of existing concepts. It's like that the Grineer went, okay, we've got our thumpers. Thumpers just ain't cutting it anymore. We need something bigger. What can we build? I like that. That's cool. And I like the idea of it being able to invade stuff. Definitely an open world-esque thing. Oh, I haven't finished that mission. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Cool. Obviously, this was not the original design, so yeah, should we look at the replies, because they're not going to talk about what we've spoken about. They're going to talk about other stuff.
Right, well, we'll look at the replies, and then I've still got more to feed up on, but we'll look at the replies. So, okay. Make its major weakness its legs. So again, just want to reiterate, this is before Eidolons, this is before Orb Mothers, this is before the Exploiter, the best boss fight they've ever put in the game.
Yeah.
So, make the major weakness its legs, or specifically the back of the knees. Give it arms. Turn the current gun arms into shoulder-mounted turrets. Why? Why not?
So one thing I would like to see is during the day,
Level 11.
this thing can be level it. This thing can be powered down. So maybe it's sort of like hunkered down sort of thing. So it's sort of like folded up sort of thing. The Grineer are sort of like wandering around it. And then during the day it turns on. I think with Orb Valis, I'd want to just see this thing roaming. Just have it roam.
Well, I would like it. So, if I was to put this into Orb Valis, I wouldn't just put it into Orb Valis just for the sake of it. I'd like to put like the Grineer and Corpus can win points on the map.
Okay.
So let's take the concept of what are they called when you have the people fighting each other? Oh, I can't remember. Invasion missions.
Yeah.
Let's take that and apply it to a open world for once.
Yeah.
So the open world is just one endless invasion mission.
Maybe we can also see, which we're not talking about the reply at all. Maybe we could also see the third Orb Mother fight is against the Titan. So the third Orb Mother will get up and actually deal with this Grineer Titan.
Well, that'd be cool. So, what's it?
Yeah.
Major weakness is legs. Okay, yes, they're actually talking about like how to fight it. Give his arms, can't get arms into shoulder mounted turrets. Why not? I don't get that second bit. Give it arms. It had arms, didn't it?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it did.
Turn the current gun arms into shoulder mounted turrets. Or maybe they had like finger guns or something. Why not? Okay, give it the major weakness its legs, or specifically the back of its knees. I would
like to see it fall over.
Yes.
And and halt sort of thing. But then I'd like to see it go kind of all ham on a volley kind of thing. So it starts peppering the area with, because it had the shoulder mounted rockets, the Hellion rockets or whatever, missile pods or whatever. I'd like to see it just go like, oh, I've fallen over. I'm going to just start barraging everything around me.
Yes. That is kind of similar to Eidolons, though. I mean, I have nothing wrong with it because it makes sense, but yeah.
That's true.
But I know this would be very hard. When it falls over, though, I'd like to actually see it like, so it's on its knees, so it could just like do massive sweeps with its arms, trying to flail at you.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, so maybe it can crawl around for a little bit, and fight you that way.
Sorry, I'm choking.
All right, let's just we're just gonna quickly let Xeno pause. There we go.
Right. So before I was choking to death, the idea I had was if you knock down the.
Hang on a minute. Am I stuck in this? What's going on here?
Have you literally just broken?
Yeah, I think I've broken.
Abandoned mission, escape, abandoned mission.
What mission?
Right. So the idea I had that if you
loading, I guess. Yeah, sorry.
Were knocked. So if you knock down the Titan, the Grineer Titan.
Yes.
Right. Let's have it so that it takes more damage, right? Or maybe certain weak spots open up. But at the same time, I would like it if effectively it becomes like an immobile tank. A tank has a turret. A tank can move the turret around. A tank can have, a soldier pop out of the hatch and go on the mounted gun and start blasting away, sort of thing. So that, I think, maybe Grineer will just pop out of it and just start jumping onto the ramparts. Maybe, so ramparts pop out, Grineer jump on them, start trying to get you and things. So while there's exposed weak spots and, if you're cunning and mobile, you can actually do a lot of damage to it.
A lot of damage.
But at the same time, you have to dodge. It just makes it more interesting. Yeah. Also, here's another one, right? Why not have it RNG? This is where I lose everyone. RNG, the weapon mounts on the Titan are random.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
sometimes they
I'd
could
like
be.
to put loads of weapon mounts on this bloody thing, and also randomized. But the higher the tier, the more weapons it has.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
Because I do appreciate you can't just make a whole new you want to make more difficult things like the Eidolons. It's basically the same model 3 times. Let's be fair.
Okay,
I
I got
appreciate
one
that,
for
but
you.
but some variety
I've
with
got
it would be good.
I got one for you, right? On the highest difficulty, so maybe this is part of Steel Path, right? On the highest difficulty, when it is disabled, right, it doesn't just automatically get back up later. Grineer engineer, you know how you get the minor people that are on, is it Ceres? And they
Yeah.
have like the pile bunker, and then like, why did we never get the pile bunker?
Do they have the power bunker?
No, I don't know if they do or not.
Oh.
But so those like that level of Grineer, they come out and they start repairing it
Yeah.
while it's down.
Again, I hate to be a bearer of bad news.
Naysayer.
Huh?
Yeah, a naysayer, but yeah.
No, it's that you've just invented something that's the same as Eidolons.
Yeah.
They get the
Oh
Von
God,
Velists.
I did. But the Vombalist, I don't know if the Vombalist can heal the Eidolon to full health.
I think it can, but the shields can't. Like, if you go down a tier, the shields, it's one way or the other. Like, no, I think they can heal its shields or something up to full health, but they can't heal its health or something like that. There is some permanence, but it's still they can push it back up to a ridiculous level of
Right.
I'd like it for one. One is it's so ridiculous. Can we have a version of it where it's like a Megazord, and so the legs and the arms come off, and you fight them independently?
Yeah. That's an even better idea. I like that a lot.
Because it's and then you could have different when it breaks apart based on the different weapons gives you different things to fight each time, so it's different. So if it say like if one time it has a autocannon arm, the autocannon arm is a different mob when it breaks apart than another time it has an axe arm or something.
I like that a lot because you could actually have it like depending. You might want to fight it in a specific order.
Yes. Well,
Yeah, no,
if I do one of my favorite thing. There's a bot. They did it very rarely in World of Warcraft. They used to have when they used to have multi-boss fights. They'd sometimes do it that based on the order you killed them would affect the loot you got.
right.
So, and there was clearly a harder order. So yeah, there'd be an easy order, do this, then this, and this, easy peasy. That's the basic loot. But then they'd be like, right, if you want this really hard loot, we have to kill this mob first. But then it's going to do something different, which is probably more difficult, or makes it. Yeah. Which is I also like that kind of stuff because it puts in the player's hands how they want to do the fight. Do they just it's almost like a difficulty selector. But not just like, do you want to fight the easy version, the medium version, the hard version? It's down to the players in the mission. Well, how are we going to do this? Right, we'll do it this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which would be cool. Yeah, I think that would be an interesting addition that could be added.
Yeah, I was adding that as a card. Okay, cool. So, should we move to the
next reply? 750 armor sounds like fun. I can't wait to empty all my clips on him.
I can't speak for that because again, this was 2013. Fuck knows what if 750 armor is a lot anymore. Comment in the comments below and say 750 is too pitiful a number or too high a number.
Yeah.
It's all about the damage reduction, baby.
However, I do feel I just want to bring this up because I know I talk this a lot. I would like to see heavy weapons like arc guns used primarily to maybe like shearing off the armor plates. You need to use an arc gun.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
And then you can attack the different, more vulnerable points underneath. But you have to use an arc gun.
Yeah. None like I think they've definitely learned their lesson in terms of the profit taker because the exploiter was just so goddamn good. But
Yeah, but I don't like how they gave up on the arc gun stuff. I mean, arc guns are just what are arc guns?
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
I mean, they're just more guns. Whoop-de-doo, we've got enough of that. Could it be something unique? Could it have a certain role? Am I going around in circles? I believe I am.
Yes, you are.
How do I get out of here?
Go up. No, back out.
Up there?
Yeah. And then turn around, look up above the door.
I'm just going around between... Oh, dear me. Deary me. Deary me.
Cool, right. Next one.
I love this idea. I've been feeling that something like this was missing from Warframe. We talk about Grineer heavies, but are they really that heavy? Nah, but this guy is.
Yeah, and again, like, let's make this a big multi-platform fucker.
Yeah, I still do like the... I said them earlier. Stompy things? Grineer stompy things? On the plains? Tuskers.
Oh, Thumpers.
Yeah. I do like them. They are good, but at the same time...
A bit piddly.
Yeah. Is this door broken for me? Am I getting out?
I think the door's broken for you.
Yeah. No. I think that door's broken for me. Bugs in Warframe. Who would expect it? Nah, it's very, very rare that happens. That's bugged. Okay. Right, so yeah, I do like them, because I do remember saying, why don't we see Grineer tanks? But I do hate that they're so manic, they don't feel like a proper tank. They just jump around stupidly, and it feels like repurposed mining equipment, not in a good way, than a actual tank.
Weapons platform.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a sensible weapons platform.
Ooh, I got a better idea, right?
Oh, he's got a better idea. Oh, yeah.
What if,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
This is a Kuva Grineer Titan, right?
Right.
Or a Grineer Kuva Titan or whatever.
Right.
It will only appear when it is when the Kuva Fortress is adjacent to an open world. Right? So the Kuva Fortress is what is deploying this thing. Yeah?
I like that. And so would you say that it's like heavy duty Kuva extraction? Because it's like, okay, we can't just deploy these little extractors anymore because Tenno just keep dealing with them. We have to put in these big ass absorber generators because, maybe because the amount of Kuva's been screwed because of Nama or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, you can even it's like, oh, it's got huge. Maybe that's where all the fucking Kuva's been going that they've been collecting.
Yeah.
Instead of nowhere.
Well.
Yeah.
What we don't discard plot threads.
I also say though, I will also say though that when we get Plains of Debiri, this cannot appear on there. Not unless the Kuva Fortress somehow gets into the void.
No, unless the Grineer can. Well, no. Okay, if I would have this thing invade like Debiri, it would be an event. I mean, I like your idea of having the Kuva Fortress be what controls the root of it, but at the same time, I also really miss a trick. I think they really missed a trick when they made the Gravidius Dilemma event into just the invasion event mission type sort of thing, or it would be constantly happening. I really would like them to keep some that, and they did the same with Razorback and what's the opposite to Razorback? Fomorian.
Yeah.
Right? Putting them on automation makes them boring.
Maybe it's a case of
having them be controlled in special events that they run, even if it is roughly about the same time, but we don't know when they're coming. It feels more exciting than, oh look, the Fomorian's going to trigger shortly because I can see the bars filled up. Ugh.
No, I wouldn't have it community driven or anything like that. It would just
No,
be a
yeah,
case
no,
of,
no,
the Kuva Fortress goes around a set path of the origin system.
Yeah.
So okay, so that was the gist of it. But still, yeah, you get the idea. And again, I'm fine with it going to Deimos, right? You know, they just dump it on Deimos.
Just dump it on Deimos.
Yeah, farming Kuva.
Put on Deimos. Farming Deimos.
There's no big enemy for the Titan to fight, but it could just farm Kuva.
No, it could strangle those freaking snakes.
Can you just imagine? Oh, could you imagine an event where it's gone, it's turned up, it's in the Cambion Drift, it actually bombards both Vom and Vast, they're both down, right? And then all of a sudden the level in the Infested just go really mental.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, an infested Biotitan would be cool.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And are we on the last reply?
I would say crits come from arrows hitting the knee joints, but that's just me.
Too soon after Skyrim. Yeah, it's dead meme now. No.
It's an old meme, sir, but it checks out.
Right. Okay. Okay. So that's it for the replies. That's it for the first the community concept topic. Like that a lot. We had a lot of fun playing around with the idea, expanding it from just the original.
Yeah, I like to think it can be positive. We can come up with our own ideas. We can see what the people say of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it still kind of works today. Right. Right. Well, that's it for the topics. It's time to move on to the greater good. What the fuck is that?
I don't know, but it gave me 200% affinity game.
Okay. Do you need it?
I don't know. Have you never seen that before?
No, it's new to this patch.
Oh. Why?
Anyway. I don't know, dude. I really don't know. Right.
I like clicking on things. Clicking on things is cool. But why?
Okay, so I think the next section we are on is the graphs. Yeah, we're on the graphs.
I'm gonna need my doodads up.
Put the topics away, and then hit the graphs button.
Oh, hello, friend. Oh, I pushed it.
Did you?
There we go. Need sometimes several.
No. The title button.
Oh, you
do it now.
Okay. Sometimes it doesn't register my clicks. I swear. Clear graphs. There we go.
There you go. Right, so graph number 1. Okay, so I don't know what the discrepancy is between when I originally took these screenshots and now. So, how did you feel about DevStream 162?
How did you feel?
So, 10% said that they didn't watch it, 19% said negative, 33% said positive, and 38% said neutral. So I don't think those numbers have changed at all. So yeah. So
would I say negative? I just gotta.
I would. It's harsh, I know, but I would.
Yeah, they're kind of apathetic.
The problem for me is like normally they used to do something fairly chunky for the 0.5 update. I think the Echoes of the Zariman is supposed to be a 0.5 update.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like one. It's like I would have loved to have seen an additional game mode or 2, right?
Oh yeah.
But we didn't get one. So anyway, the second graph.
Do you void through that door or something?
No, there's a red terminal on the other side of the door. You can see through the door. You need to shoot it. No, through the door.
Oh, through the door.
Yeah, you see the red terminal. Shoot it.
Button.
All right. There we go. So, given all DE showed off during the dev stream, would you rather receive all that they teased or alternatively additional Zariman mission types? right? So 40% said additional mission types, and 60% didn't vote at all.
Oh.
No, 60% said what they showed off. So, but that's a matter of opinion, right? The next one is: do you think we should continue to cover the dev streams on 10 o'clock? 5% said that they didn't care, and 95% said yes. So
Yeah,
we
we will keep doing it. But it was more just we were really jaded after that last one. We wanted more, and we didn't get it. And it was just rather disappointing. And it's like talking about changes to void sling, and it's like, oh freaking hell, just no.
Yeah. Maybe it's a case of that it's this is the only information that players get. But anyway, right. Okay, so this is a long title that's truncated on the actual screenshot. Knocks were held as a shining example of enemy design prior to the dev stream. It was revealed on the dev stream that the Knocks had 2 damage reductions, one that was tied to the helmet and one permanent. Because of this mistake, Knocks are changing to have some form of overguard. How does this make you feel?
How do you feel?
Right? 24% said negative, 38% said neutral, and 38% said positive. Shining example of enemies. Right? And they're getting turned to everything else. The next one, right? Okay. How do you feel about Pablo's direct call out to better AI when players still have crowd control? So this is how do you feel about the call out?
Do you mean Pablo's denouncing of people crying for better AI?
Yes, I do mean that.
Yeah.
So 10% said negative. Ooh, controversial. 10% said negative, 38%, no, wrong number. 43% said neutral, and 48% said positive. So again, I was positive about it because it was nice to hear the words coming out of DE that just asking for better AI doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, yeah, I liked it. Yeah, see, Pablo is giving us the kind of answers we would have got from Steve years ago.
Yeah.
A bit confused about the oranges though, but he's trying. Sure,
right.
With that, but,
okay, and then the last joke question is: how do you feel about the changes to Overguard? So 19% said, why can't it be a tangerine? 19% said need more orange. 24% said, okay, hear me out, a melon inside a watermelon. And 38% said, put the watermelon back. So there you go. Loz is like, what? Exactly, Loz. Exactly.
What?
Right. Although it would be funny if, based on this response, they actually didn't change Overguard at all. Right. Okay. So that is it for the graphs, and now it is time for the supporter questions, which Loz may or may not be able to.
Right. I want to clear those graphs. Graphs are cleared, and then I need to somehow get this up on here. And then I go here. Okay.
Did you hit the supporter questions marker?
Buttons.
I can't see it anymore. Oh, there you go. Yeah, all good.
There you go.
So supporter questions.
There we go. Right. Oh god. You don't do this for a week and you forget everything. It's button. It really is. Right. Before I read out the support questions, I just want to thank you all for watching or listening this far to our podcast. Please hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to say. We read all of them. And this font is labelled Math Script. Good. I was thinking about a maths teacher while I was saying that, so that's very good.
I was thinking, I was liking the whole please leave a thanks.
Please leave a thanks. We like thanks. Yeah. Yeah, please do leave a thanks. I do appreciate what people leave. Some people do leave thanks, you know.
Oh.
It's very nice of them. They're very nice people. Yeah. Drew says, I make this quick so you can get some rest. What's your favourite kind of candy?
I want to say crispy M&Ms. No, peanut M&Ms. We can't get them over here. Like whenever I go to Canada, I buy like 1 kilo bags of what's called peanut M&Ms. I fucking love them.
Ugh.
Oh no, Lindor. Lindor. I'm a giant Lindor fiend. Lindor.
I'm gonna have to say cabbage cream egg.
Like I cannot get enough Lindor. I whenever I buy Lindor, I have to keep them in the kitchen because if they're on my desk, the whole box will be empty and I won't realize I've eaten the whole lot.
Do you mean Lindt?
No, the Lindt is the company. Lindor is the little ball ones.
No, they're not balls. They're orbs.
Orbs.
Yeah.
Why are they orbs?
Need to be devoured.
Okay. Like orbs. Right, okay. Next.
Oh, what's beeping at me? Stop beeping at me, thing. Right.
Okay.
Next is Zuma. Barracuda Barracuda has visited once again. D seems to have finished their foray into little toy ships to decorate our spaces. Is there any chance at all before 10 Live Barra will actually turn up with something that can be enjoyed by those of us who just like shooting things?
No.
Yep. I didn't like those ships because I swear I bought them and the first one came with like a scene for your Tenno rec room, but it was like near impossible to when they were huge to put them in like the spaceship diorama. It was like you just couldn't do anything with them because they couldn't. You can't put things in the air. You have to put things against things.
Oh, okay.
You know, it was silly. I was like, oh, okay, fine, what a waste. Right, yeah, no, the Barrow won't get anything at this point because, actually, that's a good point to remind you, thank you, Zuma. Everyone, just as a forewarning, remember that when TennoCon comes along, I think if you pay for the thing, you can access Barrow's entire, Barrow's Relay, which has his entire, it has his entire stock, so now's the time to stack up on ducats so that you can get any of the stuff that you want. I think they did do new stuff last year, didn't they? They did like Necromax skin or something.
No, it only comes in the giveaway.
No. No, they did Moa skin.
Did they? I don't remember.
I think they did a Barracuda Moa skin.
I don't remember.
I think so.
I genuinely don't remember a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like what's happening right now.
I don't know what is happening right now. Okay, also from Zuma. Friend of the show, Nick from 2-Star Players. We should have him back on because he was awesome.
He was.
He was so cool. And I
yeah.
You know how cool he was? He was so cool.
Very.
Recently brought out a video discussing a problem with the current Warframe damage meta. In that, Nick professes that the reason why AoE weapons are so prevalent, just get into the extractor, is because they have no drawbacks, aside from the player knockback that we can prevent with mods or abilities. His opinion is that we should bring back self-damage. However, I've not known DE to go back on such a big, player-affecting decision lightly, and only iterate more on what they've done. So what could DE add to AoE weapons that gives them a real drawback? Or if you prefer, what could they add to single-target weapons that might make them more effective at dealing with crowds?
Lower ammo maximum capacity. So, like, say you have like an ammo pool of like 200, drop it down to 20.
Smart ricochet mod.
What?
Smart ricochet.
Smart ricochet.
Yeah.
How would that be a negative?
No, it's a positive for single-target weapons.
Oh, right.
Because that way you're shooting one mob, but you will be targeting multiple mobs. It wouldn't probably be as effective as an AoE weapon, but it would allow you to do more.
Yeah, that's fine. That would be a mod, would it?
Yes. Or maybe an arcane, or maybe also a Warframe that uses it, so just, various things. But maybe that's what they need to do. If you can't beat them, join them, make everything AoE.
God, tell me about it. Yeah, but I think like make it so that AoE weapons have a very limited capacity.
Yeah, they did do that when they referred to as launchers, and they nerfed all the launchers like Ogriss and Penta. Started
Yeah.
having tiny ammo pools.
And then they went back on that.
Yeah, then they went back on it. I
But
personally though,
I think
I want to
I
bring back
think
self damage as well.
agreed. Agreed. I just bring back self damage. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I mean, self damage just is the.
It's like, here you are. We're teaching you some carpentry, sir. I keep on hitting my hand with the hammer. I want you to fix the hammer. Maybe don't hit your hand with the hammer. I was like, but sir, it's not my fault that the hammer's dumb. The hammer. I mean,
I put my
yeah.
hand on the stove and it was hot. Okay, don't do that. But I wanted to put my hand on the stove.
But how else will I know if it's hot?
Yeah.
Maybe put
How
your hand
else will I know if
near
it's
it.
hot enough for me to cook my food if I don't put my hand on it?
Yeah. Next.
Tobiah. For anyone wondering, this isn't being cleared yet because of the 10 o'clock delay.
Yeah.
Okay. Off the back of this, everyone's allowed to ask a second set of questions, says Xeno.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, fail at things. OK Boomer says, it's not too late. Oh, it's OK Zoomer and OK
If
Boomer.
it's not too late.
Oh, if it's not too late. Operators are soon to get another arcane slot on their amps. Given how easy it is already to kill Angel's Nylons after the focus reworks, we'll be able to literally punch holes in reality now. Is this how we're getting to Deviri?
No, we actually have to use it to punch a hole in our Lisette ticket. We haven't been strong enough to actually, slam down the clamp, allowing us to punch a hole in the ticket and allow getting board. It's like going on the boarding pass for the Zariman to go to Deviri. So we had to get stronger in order to punch a hole in the ticket.
I see.
This self-maintained ticket. Don't know what that's all about. Apparently, they couldn't be bothered to hire a conductor.
What?
I don't fucking know. I'm making shit up.
Don't do that. Not bad. Come here, you. Get down.
Anyway, last one.
What? Die, man. Right, and then just want to get rid of this bloody annoying Thrax. I'm gonna possess people. No, you're not. Right. Okay, Zoomer. What is an example of something that was very fun in Warframe, but you're actually glad that DE took it out?
Oh, something that. Hold on. Something that was fun in Warframe that I'm glad that they removed.
Yeah. How could I be glad if it was fun?
I suppose the weird abominations that were what's called the crossbreeding of the Kavats and Kubros. I'm glad that they kind of let us keep them, but dear God, I'm glad they're gone. You can't do it
Yeah.
again. I think that's the only thing that would qualify, really.
Dog days.
No, that comes back. It's come back again.
Yeah. I bet it's gonna have nothing new or innovative on it.
Of course not. I mean, I still want like Volt and Gaia to just electrocute everyone just by standing in the water, but you know.
That would be good.
What's physics?
What is physics?
What is physics? Right, anyway.
Who is winning?
Right. So that is it for the supporter questions. It is time for the community responses.
Woo! Wait, that's my thing. Wait, hang on. I've got to push buttons.
Yep.
Way. I'm gonna push buttons. Where'd that thing run off to? It's still running.
That's the memes.
What? Oh, did I just push memes?
You pushed a meme.
Oh, oh god, I pushed the meme. Go away, memes. They're memes?
Is that not working?
It is not working. Back. OBS controls. Pause. There we go. Magic. It disappeared. Isn't that good?
Isn't that pause button amazing?
That pause button is amazing. Right, so I push the
I'm
thing.
wondering if we should stop calling it out, though.
No, people get upset if we didn't.
Okay.
I lost the dude now. Right, so from Chris Mahan, I love being able to just... so this is, I think, you were talking about mindlessly playing or whatever.
Yes.
I love just being able to mindlessly play. I don't like to have to think about every little detail playing the game all the time. It's part of the reason I miss World on Fire and absolutely hate Ember's Meteor. Plus, it stops your movement when you cast it, which is irritating. Right, let's go.
How do I truly feel about this? I don't like when I don't have to pay attention, because if I'm playing with friends, that's not a problem. But if I'm playing by myself and I can autopilot it, I get bored, right? It's too distracting to watch a movie realistically, unless I'm doing something like World on Fire and I literally could just, not pay attention at all. Um, or wait, is the bubble outside the Eidolon?
I think so.
That
Looked
was
it, didn't we?
weird. Okay, well, shoot her. Anyway, so I don't like being able to just mindlessly do stuff, because it just indicates that it's a boring, repetitive task. And what's the point in playing it if it's a boring, repetitive task? Look at Diablo Immoral as an example.
Very repetitive, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. What's the point in playing? Right? You might as well play Cookie Clicker. Obviously everyone's entitled to their opinion. What was this person's name?
Chris Mahan.
Chris Mahan. You are welcome to your opinion. I can appreciate everything you're saying. I personally cannot get on with that because it's not engaging. And, at that point in time, I might as well train a bot to play Warframe for me.
I thought you already did.
I am a bot. I get stuck on the captures.
GS Cross Insanity says, I have all the weapons and can say without a doubt they compete with the meta heavily. I can't say for the two new ones coming on 9th of June, but the ones we have now are top options. PS, I like stealth. So
that's the Incarnon weapons.
Yes, yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah, that's good to know. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm farming pinions for them now. I've gotten them, but I just need to get the stuff. Nick Evans says, on top of AoE versus single target, it's not a matter of keeping up with damage, it's a matter of keeping up with kills. Many missions have become a matter of how fast can you kill the most enemies. It's a shame, and hopefully it's something that DE's strategy with units like Xmas will solve over time.
Say again.
On the topic of AoE versus single target, it's not a matter of keeping up with damage, it's a matter of keeping up with kills.
Yeah.
Many missions have become a matter of how fast can you kill the most enemies. It's a shame.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's something that DE's strategy with units like Xmas will solve over time.
Agreed. By the way, you have the lunchbox and you should probably plug it in.
That'd be a good thing. Why can't I? And the last one is JJ24. I have to agree with Loz. There are specific amp parts strong enough to solo Steel Path. The amp slot is random power creep out of nowhere. This is from someone who has operator-only loadouts.
I'd love to know what those amps are. It's like the amps are something that I've not really interacted with that much.
There you go, JJ24. Tell Xeno how to amp.
I'd love to know how to amp.
I remember for the longest time, you just had your moat amp. That's it. I was like, oh god.
I had a name.
You had a name?
It had a name.
What was it?
Moat. It's the moat amp. When you say I'm using the moat amp, I know what you're using. It is the moat amp. Now I'm using amp. It doesn't have a name. I don't know what it is. It's a moat amp.
Yeah, do you know, it's I would have liked if they came up with some clever system like they do for Riven names, based on the types of the things it combines.
Yes.
That'd have been cool.
The ability to name it yourself was a dumb idea. Sorry, calling it out. You can name things really crude things for the sake of naming it something crude. You can piss off players by forcing them to rename stuff. No, but the thing is, no one knows what it is. Oh yeah, let me. Can I be gross and disgusting?
Yeah.
Okay, let me bring my cum dumpster. Yeah, give me a second. I need to quit my cum dumpster. Like, A, why did it have to be that gross? Right? B, what the fuck is it? I can't tell by the name.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
What advantage, apart from to call it names like that, does allowing you to rename? And okay, fair enough, you got to name these weapons. Why can you rename every weapon now?
Because the system's in place for primary weapons, because you can get primary kick guns, secondary weapons, because you can get the regular kick guns, and Zors. And melee weapons, because you can get the Zors, right? Because it's in place for all 3 weapon types, you can now rename all 3 weapon types.
No, you've explained to me mechanically why they could fit it into the game, but you haven't told me about whether they should have.
Yeah, it's a Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Crap, what was the character's name? Ian
Jeff,
Malcolm.
Jeff Goldblum.
Right? No, Ian Malcolm.
No,
right?
it's Jeff Goldblum playing.
No, it's
Jeff
Ian
Goldblum.
Malcolm.
He's Jeff Goldblum.
Right? He's back to play Ian Malcolm.
He's Jeff Goldblum playing.
Right?
Jeff Goldblum.
Will you stop it?
No.
Right? It's an excellent movie. Don't take it.
Oh no! I make jokes about it, but only from love, man.
Right?
Only because I love.
Right? We ignored those other 3 movies.
What are the 3 movies?
Exactly.
What revival sequels movie series?
Don't know what you're talking about. Anyway,
know, right?
but the
Weird.
When you sought to find out whether or not you could, you didn't think whether or not you should, right? It's exactly the same problem here. They shouldn't have allowed players to name their weapons.
Wow, there's a player using an arc gun for something. I don't know what he's using it for, but he's using it.
You should message them and say, like,
well done.
You're a legend.
You have found the gun slot. Right, that's it for the community responses. And lucky I finished
time for the memes.
A greater Unairo lens. That's great. I haven't completely finished Unairo, but well, oh wait, I have. Right, let's move on. Let's just sit here.
Isn't that the only one you've done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Popped up memes. I'm pushing the memes button. There we go.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Weird.
Love and affection.
Oh heck. Has Nox crashed? No, Nox has not crashed. Okay, well let's do some memes.
Number 1.
Meme number 1. I can move that.
Okay. What? Okay.
Get over here. No longer a problem. Devstream162 in a nutshell. Prime sure-footed. I was to be mandatory. Serration and Maiming Stripe. This time?
Wait. What's sure-footed to be mad? Oh, because of the change to Scorpions that we said years ago, calling out yet again.
Yeah, a quick time event. So now it's like you don't really need it, but yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Well, it's not really a quick time event because it doesn't give you a visual cue to do
it. Not?
If memory serves. I don't think it does.
Ridiculous.
Right. Number 2.
Okay. We're rich, Jesse. By the way, I want to save this. I'm gonna put it in like one of the slots, and I'm gonna bring it up every time where you're gonna tell people about how they can win 75 platinum.
Okay.
Yep.
I would also appreciate it if there was a mix of them.
That's the only one I got.
Not just the same one. Yeah, that's the only one you got currently.
If you would like to make me a meme for how to win 75 platinum, please send it to me, please. I'd like to. I will use them.
Oh god, I hate this series so much.
Right, meme number 3.
I want to go on a rant about I want to go on a rant so much about that stupid series.
What? Why meme number 3 no work? It's 4. 3 no work.
It's randomly pressing alt something.
Okay, oh hang on. OBS is not happy. Yeah, that's for some reason not working, so I'll just manually do it for now. Meme number 3.
Yeah.
Fingernail Prime now available on all platforms.
What the fuck even? That's crazy.
Yep.
Yep.
Meme number 4. And even more so now with the Dormer Zone. Warframe is Animal Crossing with guns. Changed my mind.
No, that's so true. That is so fucking true with the Dormer Zones. It is so goddamn true.
Yep.
Yep.
Meme number 5. New players. 1 row. Digital Extremes is a greedy company. Veterans.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with all these free color palettes.
What was the you linked me a video. Maybe it's a bit out of context, maybe we should shove it in the description. You linked me a video, was it Diablo Immortal, where someone said that the rush mechanic on building in Warframe was pay to win.
Yep.
I was like, what the fuck even? Okay, yeah. But yeah. Maybe DE could just like give the whole of the baseline palette to everyone.
I think at this point, just why is it saturated or color saturated or something? Whatever it is.
No, I think it's just whatever the default one is.
Just it seems you've got one at this point. Just give people all 5
Everything.
of the basic one. Just do it.
Yeah,
Come on.
Because there's so many palettes now.
Yeah.
I think the argument would be like, well, what do we do with the plat that people have paid for if we start giving it away for free?
Give everyone right on the release of the base color palette for everyone for a month. Everyone who logs in gets a free color palette.
What?
They make another free color palette and they give it out so that people have gotten another color palette.
Okay. Random.
Or they give everyone who they
former. People that paid for a former.
I was going to say like a void shell skin or whatever it is, or void skill textures or something.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and
was
that 5? Yeah, that was 5. Right, and yes, this. Okay.
It hasn't changed.
I haven't clicked it yet.
Okay.
This one was so simple, but I just love it, and I'm surprised it hasn't come up before. Definitely original joke. Every time I need them, they are gone.
Oh, stupid play on words. Surprised Thalian hasn't done this. Oh.
And then Thalian's like rubbing his hands that he is user RBNSKY, Sky, I don't know, on Reddit.
Clearly.
Also, if you want to go find some more memes, these are all from the r/memeframe subreddit. The links to these memes are in the description below, along with a video meme, the secret meme of this week in the description of this video. Go check them out, please.
Hilarious.
It's very good. Very short, but very good. Right, now we will push back, and this button will work. This button will work, because I will go to the community shoutouts. And clear the memes first. Clear the memes. There we go, and there was community shoutouts. I'll push it again.
Cool.
Community shoutouts.
Yep. Cool. Right. So this week's, I can't remember them. Right. Okay. So Void Angel Sculpture by Ked. Right. So this is actually a sculpture. There are many images. I'm currently showing you the illuminated image. And yeah, so this is a Void Angel from the Zariman. Loss is like...
I love it, and it is so HR Geiger and everything. But the problem is that there's just no mystery in them, and there's just people on the Zariman who are like, "Oh, we were dead, we're alive now, and there's angels or whatever. Don't kill them."
No. Ignore the plot implications, whatever. Look how amazing this.
Oh, that's the thing. This is so amazing. It evokes what I should be feeling about playing.
And this is where the thought process stops.
No.
And now,
because art should evoke thought, and so this art. That's how I'm showing how good this art piece is, because it's evoking that in me.
Yeah.
But I'm paying tribute to its awesomeness. It really is amazing through its how it inspire. It stirs something deep within me.
Yeah. Right. The next one is Cora and Kavat by Sophie. I think this was an older piece that they had done previously. I don't know if we've had it on 10 o'clock before, but I saw this and I loved the shading and the use of black and white. And I was like, yep, gonna have to put this up here.
Also, I love the scary giant cat. And again, it's also creepy. Works well in black and white.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be her Kabat. Next one is.
Oh my god, is this just like LOL's
Necros.
Grimdark Appreciation Week? Because these are beautiful, man.
Yeah, Necros, Lord of Death by Death Maggot. Just to point out, these were picked like a little while ago, and I realized I've actually spelled Necros wrong. Yeah, there we go. I absolutely love this. They I think they do a close up on the head and things, and yeah, it's awesome. Love this one. Moving on to the fourth one, we have Garuda Prime by Freyaloy.
A little bit of an experiment. I can't say I like it. I kind of failed at drawing Garuda Prime 2. She's too complicated for my smooth brain. I also removed her claws because I couldn't get them to work in this. Can't win them all, I suppose.
I still really like it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yep. The fifth community shout out is Bring It Partner by Fallen Athens.
It's nice.
Yeah. So I very like the strong use of perspective and oh god, the stance. So yeah, really like that one. And then the last one is Nidus Prime by Daster Creations.
Have we had them on?
No.
Mutation is endless. The ravening plague bearer returns in a long unseen form, seething with a primal strain of the infestation.
Yep.
Okay, I do love it, right? It's amazing art, and I love the concept behind it. But the pose of the Nidus just kind of looks like an old man being like, "Where's my shoes? I have my shoes. Someone bring me my shoes. I put them somewhere in the oh my god, the shoes."
Yeah, I get that. Right, well, that's it for the community shout out.
Sorry, why are those kids on my lawn again? Sorry.
Get those kids off my lawn! Right. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching / listening. Let us know what you thought of the community concept topic. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Was it a good thing to go into? I can certainly feel the positivity from both Loz and I.
Oh yeah, I feel so much better.
So yeah, if you have any recommendations for topics as well, please feel free to send them our way via Discord. Yeah, there's a Discord link in the description below. But yeah, so there's all the Patreon names. Look how pretty they are.
And some good people, Patrons. Yeah.
Yeah, people. Right, that's it for this week. Thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you all later.
Will we? Of course we will. Of course.
So we said wee wee.
Wee wee? Wee wee.
Wee wee. Later.